Hey guys, Scott here from the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetalldetecting.com, and I'm here with the WS6 Master, the newest configuration of the Deus 2 from XP Metal Detectors. This thing is sweet. I'm very, very impressed with this little thing. Today I'm going to walk you through how to save off a custom program. This is the next video in the series that I'm doing for the WS6 Master setup here for the XP Deus 2. And we're just taking some time and showing you guys some quick how-tos and how to do some stuff in here, because a lot of you guys might be, now that the price has significantly dropped with this version of the XP Deus 2, a lot of you people might consider joining the XP family and purchasing one of these very, very capable and amazing metal detectors. You get no performance difference whether you buy this version or the full version. The main difference is the price. About $700 difference, which is significant. You do have a few things that are different, but for the most part, you get a fully functioning Deus 2 right here in your hands, with just a few less features. But I'm telling you, this thing, performance-wise, will perform just as good as the other one with the remote. All right. So let's go into the programs and figure out how to change a few programs and save them off, and then we'll go from there. So right now I'm in the general program, and I want to just, what I want to do for an example is I want to go through and I'm going to make some changes to the general program, and then I want to save it off as a custom program. And I'm going to show you something real quick just to give you an idea, or just give you a rundown of what I mean by saving off a custom program. In the Deus 2 full version with the remote, you had several, 12 slots you can push or put the program in or save it wherever you want to. In the WS6 Master, it's not the case. They're putting it in a slot right next to the program you're changing. So right now I'm in Deus Fast. If I went ahead and actually moved this over one more block, you see this person that pops up in your screen here, your icon. That's an indicator, meaning that you have a custom program saved next to that fast program that you've made some changes to. There's no way to put a custom program in any open slot like you can with the remote. Everything is saved right next to the program you're changing. So it's good and bad, right? So it's good if you want to make some quick changes to test a target. Maybe you want to, raise up your reactivity a little bit, and you want to test and compare some things. That's really good for this version of the Deus 2 and the WS6 Master setup, because I really like that feature, because I do a lot of testing and stuff, and it's really nice to have that just back-to-back kind of feature. But some people may not like that. They may like the ability to put it in any slot that's open and create 2 or 3 different custom programs with very different or very similar settings, so they can tell or test a few other things back to back. Can't really do that with the WS6 Master, but just the fact alone that you can save off 12 individual custom programs from each one of these programs itself. Going through all the programs, you can save off a custom setting for each one. It's pretty cool though. So for this little puck, you got a lot of power and stuff going on there. So let's go ahead and go back to the general program again, and let's do some configuration changes. So right now I'm in the general program, but I want to make some changes. So let's say, for instance, I go into my menu. I see the discrimination is set at 10. What if I don't like that? I want to bump that down to, I don't know, 6.4. We'll make it 6.4. All right, and so I like 6.4, and then I'm going to go ahead and hold this menu down because I want to get into the secondary menu. So I'm going to hold this down, and it's going to take me into my notch, but I don't want to do a notch yet. My silencer is at 2. Maybe I don't like that silencer at 2. I'm going to drop this down to 0. I'm going to turn my silencer down to 0, so there's no silencer at all. And then I'm going to go down one more here to my tones. Well, what if I don't want 3 tones? Maybe I only want 2 tones. So I'm going to drop it down to 2 tones. But I notice I have a long press menu option there. So I'm going to hit this menu, and I'm going to change the frequency of my first tone, which is 101. And maybe that's okay for me, but what if I don't like the next tone? Well, I need to do a couple things. I need to see what the tone break is first. By hitting this button, it moves me over to this tone break option. And so you see your first tone break is the actual your discrimination setting. So it's 6.4. So if you raise that, you'll raise your discrimination too. So let's go to the second tone break and see what it's going to be. So you hit this button again. Now your tone frequency for your second one is 644. That's fine. But what is your tone break going to be? Well, you're going to see real quick here that it's dashed out, meaning that anything above, we have 6.4 as our first tone break, or discrimination also. Anything above 6.4 all the way up to 99, you can't really change, right? You can just change the frequency of the tone. So that's fine. Let's just get out of here. That's what we want. That's where we want it right now. I don't know why anybody would run it this way, by the way, but I'm just making some changes to kind of go through how to save it. So let's get out of this menu and let's keep going down and see if we want to change anything else. B caps, nope. Notch, nope. Silencer, 0. So that's it for this menu. Let's go down the menu again. So now I'm in sensitivity. Okay, so I have sensitivity of 88. Maybe I want to raise that up a little bit. I'm only changing it indoors because I have sensitivity 88 indoors because my machine was going crazy. But typically, I think this machine in general is set at 95. So we'll leave it at 95. And then we'll go down one more menu to frequency shift. I don't really mess with that. And then this is going to be your iron volume. What if I don't want that at 2? Maybe I want it down to 1. I don't want to hear a lot of iron. And in my reactivity, let's say I don't want it at 2.5. I want it at 2, and we'll leave it there. And now I think I'm done. I think that's all I want to change. So I'm going to go back out to the main menu. But now what I need to do is I need to find out how to save that program off as a custom program. So you hit your settings button on the left-hand side, and you're going to keep scrolling around until you get to what you see called program. And when you hit that, see the program option here, you notice you got the long press arrow. If you guys don't know about the long press arrow, I went over it in my last video, so just make sure you watch that to get an idea of what you're supposed to do. But basically, when you see that long arrow, or not long arrow, when you see that small little arrow pointing down next to the big arrow, that is a long press indicator. So we're going to go ahead and hold down this button, and it's going to automatically ask you if you want to save it. You're going to hold this button down again. And so right now I saved it, and you're going to see when it comes back up on the screen here, after it quits seeing all these bogus numbers, you're going to see that little person icon show up on the profile. I might have to lower the sensitivity so you guys can see it. See the little person? Let's just change the sensitivity. Let's just knock it down to like 74 so it stays up. All right, that should do it. So you see we saved off the program, general program, and now there's a little icon, person icon next to it. That's your indicator that that program has a custom program saved next to it. All right, so if you scroll through the programs again, there's 11, 10, let's go all the way back to 1. You'll see there's the general program that you start out in. You've changed it, but it really didn't change in program 1, but it's going to change it in the program 1, the next one over. So it actually saves it off as a custom program. And you notice the reason you did notice it saved, because now you see that the numbers aren't showing up on the screen. Well, if you go back to the first one again, this is where I had the sensitivity already. It's all the way up to like 95 in this program. So you'll see the numbers pop on the screen. That was annoying us. But it's not going to do it. Oh, there it goes. So the sensitivity is high in this one. So we changed it in the custom general program, and so I lowered it down to 74. So that's why you're not seeing those numbers pop up. So that's your indicator that you've saved off the program. You have that little icon next to it. If you scroll over to the next one, and 2, you don't have one. 3, you don't have one there. 4. I think I did make one, as I was pointing out before. There's a custom program in there. But now you're going to wonder, well, what if I don't want it anymore? How do I delete it? It's very simple. Let's go back to the one we just made, the general one we saved. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go into here, and you're going to go back into programs, and you're going to notice that it has that long arrow, that long press arrow. So hold down the program button. So you're going to scroll down. You're going to just hit the button once to scroll down until it says delete. When you hit when you're going to hold down the button again to delete it, it's going to ask you if you want to delete or confirm. Delete, confirm, and you want to say yes. You're going to hit that checkbox over here. And once you do that, you're done. So now what you should see, if you get out of this, is you should not have any custom programs saved off next to general programs. So let's scroll over. Should go straight to 2. And there it is, 2, 3, 4. Custom program in 4. Let's go ahead and delete that one too, because I don't really want that anymore. I'm going to go ahead and hit that. Hold down the button. It's going to ask me if I want to delete it. I want to hold down the button again. Hold it down. Delete, confirm, yes. And now we're back to, it's going to ask you if you want to save, but you're not saving anything this time. It's going to give you an option of delete or save. You've already deleted it, so when you back out of here, it should be gone. So now if you scroll over, you don't have any custom fast program anymore. So right now I don't have any custom programs in this machine. So they're all gone. And that's basically it, folks. That's how you save a program. And very, very simple. But just remember, it saves it next to the program that you're changing. So if you're in fast, it's going to save it next to the number 4. If you're in general, it's going to save it next to number 1. Okay?